Check this out. A grandpa in Saskatchewan is turning his front yard into a winter fairy tale, and it's the talk of his town. Don Greer just happened to be a retired architect, and it shows in the 23-foot-high ice castle that took him 2 weeks to build. He says he was inspired by his granddaughter's love of the movie Frozen.
Well, at least he's liking these frozen temps, because we sure aren't. Hi there, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us on this Wednesday morning. I'm Jordan Schreier here with Lisa Bedell. We're just getting started with your news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan for your day. A Fargo mom is calling out the behavior of a teacher at her son's school, and this story has a lot of people talking on our Facebook page.
He's a child with special needs, and his mom says he was pushed, kicked, and punched by a woman who works at Washington Elementary.
I did see the video of what happened. When he pushed her, he immediately ran away, and then she followed him, and it did look like she kind of pulled his jacket, kind of yoked him up, and then pushed him against the wall. And then you can see the legs moving, and it doesn't really look like she was defending herself. It looked more like she was kicking him. So it does look like she did physically abuse him.
The mom says while her son was physical with his teacher, the teacher had options, and as the adult, she should have used them.
A spokesperson for Fargo Schools confirms that the matter is being investigated and that the teacher is on administrative leave. The man involved in an officer-involved shooting in the Northern Valley this week has a lengthy criminal history in both North Dakota and Minnesota. Police say 34-year-old Travis Holt pointed a gun at two Grand Forks County deputies as they were checking on a broken-down car near Arvilla on Sunday. Holt was shot and wounded and is being treated for his injuries in the Twin Cities.
Court records show Holt has had multiple assault and domestic cases filed against him, with more than 24 criminal documents filed. In 2010, an attempted murder charge was dismissed, but he was convicted of assault with a dangerous weapon. Reports say he admitted to stabbing a man in Crookston and claimed it was to protect his sister. A more recent case in 2017 was an assault charge. Court documents say he then hit and strangled his sister. The latest charge on Holt's record is an assault from June of 2018.
Authorities have identified the deputies involved as Lee Muse and Chris Hutton. Neither were hurt in the incident, but both are on standard administrative leave.
It's now 9 minutes before the top of the hour. Snow is falling, and that's even delayed some schools in our area now, Lisa.
Yeah, I have a feeling our schools in the south and the southeast, where we're getting those delays, will be impacted quite a bit by this event today. And the rest of us, too, seeing some snow as well. And we've had a couple of bands moving through the heart of the Red River Valley here this morning. The first one is working its way currently through the Grand Forks area, and we've had more development to the south. So we'll take a look at this first band. It's right over the heart of the Grand Forks area, stretching back over to Thief River Falls and parts of Polk County, back down into the Findlay area and Cooperstown. A little lighter there, but still some snow. And then another area where you see these darker blues, that's where we've got some more moderate snowfall occurring, and that's just now lifting into the southern part of the FM Metro, affecting Clay County rather, and southern parts of Cass and Wahpeton, Breckenridge. It looks like things are going to quiet down for a moment for you too as this continues to lift northward, but there's more snow where that came from. You can see it developing and just continuing to churn here in northeastern South Dakota, and that will be lifting into the valley here today. So this is going to be an all-day, off and on again kind of event. Not as heavy as what they're seeing in southern Minnesota and back over to Minneapolis, though. So temperatures are in the teens above zero in a lot of places. It's 13 degrees in Fargo. That's a lot warmer than we've been recently, and we'll continue to be on the milder side. So that's the positive to all of this, as we're warming things back up. 18 degrees for your high in Fargo, but notice in our hourly planner, we've got chances for snow throughout the day. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll be snowing all day long, but we do have that chance, and gradually that snow will just build up here in the valley. Roads are slick. Al's been reporting that. We'll check in with him in a moment. And your snowfall potential, check out this. We're looking at south and east again being impacted, but there may be a couple of bands right in the heart of the valley where we get that 3 to 5 inch range of snowfall with this event. Lesser amounts to the west, but still the potential for snow for you too. And in your 7-day planner, expect temperatures to be in the teens to some 20s through the rest of the week and the weekend. So milder weather, but unsettled. More snow chances Friday and into Saturday. Let's check in now with Al.
Well, at least we've got the yellow light lit this morning for good reason, because it is slippery out here on the streets and avenues, and also certainly on the Metro Interstate Loop as well. I'm on Interstate 94 right now, westbound, just approaching the Cheyenne Street area. It does look like traffic has slowed down some, and I think that's really a good thing. The road, it's deceptive. It's another one of those mornings. The roads look okay. They're not. They're just plain slippery. And when you get off the beaten path, you get on the ramps, they are a whole nother animal again. The ramps, the bridges, overpasses, things like that are extremely slippery this morning. The only difference is you can see that. We're out here on the interstate, you really can't. A lot of traffic this morning. It's shaping up to be a very busy morning. Lots of traffic in town this morning. Main Avenue, almost bumper to bumper. I don't know what's going on, but it's very, very busy. So slow down, take it easy this morning. Willamette Valley Today traffic.
A Grand Forks man is facing 10 counts of possession of child pornography after police say he admitted to downloading inappropriate images of children. Court records say several electronic devices were seized at the home of 23-year-old Carl Lindloff. Detectives say they found things like screenshots of young girls performing sexual acts on adult men. The children ranged in age from 2 to 14 years old. Red flag gun seizures are a no-go in North Dakota, for now anyway. House members yesterday rejected a plan that would have allowed a judge to order guns temporarily seized if police or family members believe a person is a danger to themselves or others. The bill was backed by the Fargo and West Fargo police chiefs. Supporters say the bill would have helped prevent suicides, but others disagree and say data shows red flag gun laws don't help with suicides and homicides. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is proposing a $49 billion budget that includes a 20-cent hike in the state's gasoline tax, as well as big increases in aid to local school districts. The gas tax increase aims to tackle an $18 billion funding gap for roads and bridges across the state. Walz wants to boost the state gas tax from 28 cents a gallon to 48 cents a gallon by the year 2023. He says that increase would free up general fund revenues that could be redirected to education. But Republican legislative leaders say their caucuses won't accept the tax increases that the governor has proposed, given the state's projected budget surplus. Walz is also asking for a $523 million increase in state funding for local school districts, more aid to cities and counties, subsidies to cut premiums on the state health insurance exchange by 20%, and $70 million to ensure that all households in rural Minnesota have high-speed internet access. North Dakota legislators are going after a pay raise. Right now, lawmakers are paid $495 a month and $177 a day during the session. A new bill would boost that by $10 a month and $4 a day. The cost for all legislators would total more than $927,000. They also receive a housing allowance during the session of more than $1,700 a month and are on the health plan that's worth about $1,250 a month. The House passed the bill yesterday, and the measure now goes to the Senate for consideration. Be on the lookout for a new type of ride-along with police in Minnesota. It's a statewide virtual ride-along called Tweets from the Streets. About a dozen police departments across the state are tweeting every call they respond to show the good, the bad, and the funny side of being a cop. Officers say these virtual ride-along are about creating more transparency and trust. It may only be Wednesday, but for those who are already looking forward to Friday and the weekend, we have an idea to mark on your calendar. It's Craft Fest, and the Valley Today's Veronica Marshall has a breakdown of what you can expect. Good morning, Veronica.
Good morning, guys. So this Craft Fest is literally for everybody. It has shopping, it has a scavenger hunt, it has free swag, and it starts Friday and goes through Saturday. So to break down the different days, I'm here with Ashley Morgan of Unglued. So Ashley, take me through the differences between Friday and Saturday.
So Saturday is our main event, totally free admission, 9 to 4 at the Plains Art Museum. It includes all the extra fun like the Red River Mini Market, the Crafty Beer Garden, free workshops. And then Friday night we created to be an alternative to Saturday where it's just more chill. It is a ticketed night. It's $20 in advance through tomorrow night, and that's $25 at the door. It does include $5 in unglued cash to spend at the booth of your choice, 3 projects are also included, and then it's just a better evening of shopping where you can actually meet the makers and talk with them as well. But both days we have makers like Reynolds Design Company, which is this piece of awesome reclaimed wood art. Our 70 makers will be set up with shop both days.
All right, and you told me, you know, there are things for people of all ages. Like you said, there's the Craft Beer Fest. There are swag bags for kids and events just for them to be in crafts for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all kinds of things. The Young Makers Market, Fargo Pinball is going to be there for the first time this year as well on Saturday.
All right. Well, that'll do it for me here today, but I am looking forward to this weekend. So thank you, Ashley. Yeah. And I will turn it back to you guys in the studio.
So much fun stuff. You could almost go both days.
You absolutely could.
Friday and Saturday, there's so much to do and see.
It really is the event of the winter, and I'm not making that up. It's a pretty big deal. But Veronica Marshall reporting live. Thank you very much this morning.
Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question: 15% of women are more likely to message a man on a dating site if he includes this in his profile.
Well, the answer is a picture of his dog. Everyone likes a good pup. You can take part in our question of the morning on the Facebook page. Go ahead, join our conversation. And today you might get pictures of your dog romping around in that snow we have fallen.
And if you do, head to our valleynewslive.com page and upload them there. We'll be sharing snowy pictures all day long. It is quite snowy. We've got snow bands moving through. In fact, another one just now moving into the Fargo-Moorhead area that's going to affect your commute. Up to 5 inches of snow for some of us in the south and east. So be ready for that throughout the day today.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start. But remember, the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather right now for you on the Fargo CW.